between the first flight out tomorrow and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. As you say, EasyJet just in the last few minutes have been cancelling flights to and from there. Ryanair, interestingly, have said we've got 14 cancellations to the Glasgow press week, but they're blaming those on the very strong winds that you've been reporting on, 18 miles an hour. So the picture facing anybody due to travel tomorrow, particularly from Scotland and indeed the north of England and Northern Ireland, is, well, just hope for the best and prepare for the worst. If you know, for instance, if you're travelling British Airways, that your flight has already been cancelled, at least you have some certainty. But for everybody else, it's a question of checking with the airline first thing in the morning.
Simon, one wonders how the very strong winds we've seen across the northern parts of the UK will impact this. And at the end of last year's episode, they seemed to clarify the thresholds of safe ash levels.
Are you going home this week?
Than they were in the ash can crisis last year.
Huh?
Very good question. We are quite a lot further forward
You what?
in terms of actually monitoring what is happening, where the ash cloud is, how dense the concentration is and how big the particles are. We're better at that. But actually, and I've been talking to safety experts across Europe today, they say we're actually not very much further forward in terms of, okay, so what aircraft can fly in what conditions through the potential clouds. So I'm afraid, I have to say that even though I was optimistic that
well,
there
what do
wouldn't
you
be
think?
anything like this position,
Huh?
it is looking worse and worse. Pretty much by the minute.
It's looking worse and worse. We could be here till Christmas. Jesus, what will we do?
Clearly, from the passenger's point of view, if you're booked to travel in the next few days, you're thinking, well, yikes, first of all, am I going to get there? And possibly, more importantly, if you're going on holiday, am I going to get back? And for anybody travelling out tomorrow who's worried about whether or not they will get back, I'm afraid if your flight is going out, then you have no right to cancel at all, even though you would have a perfectly understandable fear that you might not get home.
Worth checking those details. Simon Calder, thank you very much indeed. As Simon was saying, the situation getting worse by the minute. EasyJet cancelling flights to and from Edinburgh, Glasgow, Inverness and Aberdeen, operating between 5 and 9 a.m. in the last few minutes, and within the last 10 minutes